right, I hear this all the time. Steve, thank you for all the videos, over 1,000. Thank you for all the articles, over 1,000, and the 5 books. And thank you for trying to help me license my product ideas. I will give you a call once I get the licensing agreement because I'm going to need help. Well, I never hear back from those people, ever. So what's going on? What's happening? You're getting close, but for some reason you're not closing the deal. So during this video, I'm going to talk about the 6 reasons why you're not closing the deal. So number 1, you're probably scaring people off. Companies are very concerned that if they bring you in, you're not going to embarrass them or ask for too much money or all this other wonderful stuff. So if they sense that you've never done this before and you're doing things that aren't quite right, you're sending them a red flag, and that's when they go quiet. That's right. That's when you don't hear back from them. We talked a little bit about that too. So you scare them off. All right. Number 2, maybe you're asking for an NDA. All right, I get it. You want to protect your idea, and you're thinking by having them sign an NDA that you're going to protect it. I'm here to tell you that's not quite how it works. In my opinion, and I'm not a patent attorney, I'm not giving legal advice, these NDAs are really public disclosure devices. Because if you have them sign an NDA, the great thing about it is the clock doesn't start ticking on public disclosure. I get it. But they're not really protection tools. They are in a sense of, hey, what's mine's mine, what yours is yours, and you're not going to share my information with somebody else. Okay, wonderful. But when do you ask for an NDA? I only ask for an NDA, not at the very beginning. It's too early. Only when they ask to see confidential information, like my provisional patent application, or something that I think is very confidential. At that point, then yes, I might ask for them to sign an NDA, and it won't be mine, it will probably be theirs. So read it very carefully, make sure it's fair and balanced. Okay, number 3, you're going out of sequence. What does that mean, going out of sequence? Very simple. There is a process to this, and it starts out by showing your product. There's some interest, maybe get on a Zoom call or Skype call, and they're going to start to ask some questions. And you're kind of not going in the right sequence. You're probably jumping ahead. Maybe you're asking, about things that aren't really that important because it's a little too early. You're going out of sequence to get these deals done. And when you do that, they know you haven't done it before. And what happens is they kind of maybe stop, maybe they don't engage, or maybe they pull back a little bit. All right, so you need to go in sequence. So what does sequence mean? Sequence is just understanding the process, but you've never done it before. So that's why I want you to find someone that can help you keep on track. Don't ask questions for them to run out the door. Okay. Number 4, asking for too much. I cannot tell you how many times I've worked with people that just don't get it. They're asking for too much money up front. They're asking for too high royalty rate. They're just asking for too much because they don't really see that it is a risk for them. And you're thinking that you've got this billion-dollar idea. So it doesn't kind of match up, and before you know it, they sense it. They might ask you at the very beginning, what type of royalty rate are you looking for? Now realize there's no way you can come up with a fair royalty rate when you haven't seen all of the contract. So if they ask that, they're trying to determine, are you going to go crazy on them and ask for something that's just not appropriate? I always tell them this, and it seems to work beautifully. I am confident that we can work out any of the obstacles within a licensing agreement, and I also confident that we can come up with both of us a fair royalty rate that works for both parties. That's what I tell them, and that's usually enough to get the licensing agreement, then look at it, and then negotiate the royalty rate. Okay. Number 5, you're in a hurry. I saw this happen just the other day. Someone had called me and the deal was going so good, but this person kept on pushing and pushing. And they finally just said, look, we're not ready yet. We've got some other things in the pipeline. Sounds like you're in a hurry. So why don't you just go ahead and do what you have to do and buy? Don't let that happen to you. It takes longer than you want it to be. You have to be patient, go in the right sequence, and understand that they have to make good decisions. That's why it's going to take a while. So be patient. Okay. Number 6, this is the last one. They're asking you difficult questions, and you really don't know how to answer them correctly. And I'll give you an example of one. They might say, hey, Steve, great idea. We really like it. But what about the prior art? Or what about the other products that are very similar to yours? What they're really asking you is, why are we going to pay you? What is your point of difference? So I love those questions. In fact, when those questions come up, I look forward to them. A lot of inventors get really nervous. Like, what do you mean? I know there's prior art. I don't know how to overcome it. And no, mine's better or whatever. Don't get defensive. I always tell them, look, that's a great question. Because now it gives you the opportunity to sell your point of difference. Why mine is different than the prior art? Why is my product different than the similar ideas on the market? It's a great opportunity for you to sell your point of difference. And I always tell them this. I'm so confident in our point of difference that we have protected our point of difference, and that we're confident we're going to get a patent that's going to be issued, because my idea is not on the market. Yes, there's similar ideas out there. We've all seen them. Yes, there's a lot of prior art, but not like mine. That's the way I like to present it. Okay, I just gave you 6 reasons why you're not probably closing the deal. All right, this is Stephen Key. Thank you for watching. I'm going to talk more about how to get these deals done on this channel, inventRightTV. So thank you for watching. Subscribe down below. Tell all your friends. Until next time.